that's going to be showing you a little bit about the company and then demonstration for you. And then we'll also be explaining a little bit about the compensation plan. I've been involved in this project for almost 8 years. So for the new guests, I'm a good one to ask questions, okay? I don't have all the answers, but I can normally point you to the correct answer, all right? Can you do me a favor for all the people that have a phone? Can you put it on bzzz, you know? Just in case you don't have it yet, okay? It's not for you, it's so you don't bother any of the guests. This is not what I normally do, all right? Prior to this, just so you guys know, I was chairman and chief executive officer of a couple of large companies here in Southern California. That's what I do. Along with my partner, Dr. Lee. I don't know where Dr. Lee is. I'm sure he's in here, over there. He's been my partner for a long, long time. And by the way, I know I do this a lot, but you know, I do promote, because it goes to charity, but you know, he's written a couple of really good books. He normally writes children's books, but he's written a couple of motivational books, and it's got the excerpts of what the Kangen water did for him. He's been my partner for a long time. So that's what I normally do. I fell into this project by accident. I went to a meeting to get rid of this girl who kept telling me about water and giving me water and telling me to go to a meeting. Let me back up a little bit. I didn't do it to get rid of her. I did it to get rid of her bugging me. She's been my friend for over 12 years, okay? And she got me involved in this thing, and you know, she asked me to go to the meeting. The reason I didn't go is I thought it was one of those multi-level pyramid, you know, illegal scam. Like I said before, last business you get into before you commit suicide kind of thing. That's what I thought this was, all right? And then when I first came aboard, I saw that machine that you're about to see. I thought it was a water filter. As smart as I was in the wrong room. No one told me it was licensed, registered, in the country it comes from, it's approved. They advertise it and they sell it as a medical device. I didn't know that. Remember, I'm in the room going to see, you know, Avion, reverse osmosis. I don't know if you have I had a water filter. It was called Culligan. Have you ever heard of Culligan? Okay. I thought it was one of those. No one told me that when you press one of the buttons, it changes the pH. No one told me that when you press one of the buttons, it'll produce water that will kill, you know, 90 to 99% of bacteria in a few minutes. Salmonella, E. coli, staph, mold. No one told me that one of the waters it had, if you have some kind of skin rash or anything like that, wow, you should see how it helps. Remember, I'm in water filter mode. That's why when they told me the price, I freaked out. I said, what are you, nuts? You know, I mean, they're talking about a unit that was it wasn't, you know, it's not a major amount, but it was several $1,000s. Now, if they would have told me medical device and then the price, I would have been okay with it. There's a few doctors in here. You guys know how much some of the things cost, okay? But remember, I'm in water filter mode. And then some of the people in the room owned one, some of my friends. I couldn't believe they would pay for that. I asked somebody, you know, why would you buy that? Oh, he got rid of this. Somebody said, oh, he got rid of my daughter's gout. Somebody else said, oh, it helped my migraines. Oh, it helped my acid reflux, etc. You guys have heard all the stories. Let me tell you two things. One, the company doesn't like us making claims. It's not in their laws. They don't like you making health claims. We're not allowed to do that in public. Okay? Two, I'm telling you something that somebody else told me who's not in the room. It doesn't work in a courtroom. It's called hearsay. Overruled. You can't tell the judge something that somebody else told you if they're not in the room. Documentation always beats conversation. If you're brand new in the room, I want you to take a look at something, and I don't know 99% of you. How many people in this room, ever since you've been drinking this water, this Kangen water, it's had health benefits on you personally? Please raise up your hands. You know, check it out. Check it out. Is that unbelievable? Okay, if I'm new, how many people here, honestly, the water helped, somehow with your arthritis pains, for example, knees? Check it out. Look at this. And I know a lot of the young people say, oh, not a big deal. I don't have arthritis. Don't worry about it. You'll get there. Quit hurrying up, okay? Everybody here pays the toll bridge at the end. I don't care how good looking you are, how rich you are. It doesn't matter. Everybody pays the health toll, okay? How many people in the room it helped with your migraines? Check it out. Anybody here it helped with your acid reflux? Raise up your hands. Check it out. I mean, anybody here, it helped with something more drastic that was going on with you? Check it out. So for the new people, if you don't know about this water, you're missing one of the best things on the planet. It's natural. Nothing's added to it. It's free. One more time, it's free. They give it for free, just in case you're still buying one of these. I feel silly now, but I used to buy these things. I used to buy a thing called Avion. I don't know if he has it. And Fiji. I feel weird now, because I used to pay for that. Imagine that. Just in case you're still paying for this, okay, it's free. They give the Kangen water for free in every office around the world. Thousands and thousands of distributors give it away for free. How many people in this room give the Kangen water away for free? Raise up your hands. Check it out. So if you're still paying for this, and you're paying for, you know what? Let me tell you something. I'm extremely skeptical because that's my job. But I never bring it to ignorance, to where, hey, that's just the way I am. If somebody told me tomorrow that I'm the only one paying for gasoline in my neighborhood and you should check it out, I'm going to check it out. All right? So if you're still paying for this, if you're brand new, one of the things after this meeting, one of the benefits after going to a Kangen meeting presentation is you should never be paying for bottled water again. That's a good benefit, okay? By the way, just so everybody knows, I didn't believe any of the people, my friends. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was in the parking lot. I was going like this to my guy. I said, man, this is one of them cults where, they sing together and they go camping together and they go in meetings on Tuesday nights together. I said, okay, if this water is really good, let me give it to my partner, Dr. Lee. He was 77 back then. You can ask him all his issues. Look what happened to Dr. Lee. His wife, Betty, unbelievable. I didn't believe him, by the way. I gave it to Al Dorsey. He was taking some kind of medication for his diabetes. You won't believe what happened with him. I gave it to all my friends. It helped them. I didn't believe it. I remember when Al called me and said, hey man, I think this water is helping me. And I said, Al, would you guys please chill out? We're talking about water here, okay? Everybody get a grip. I didn't believe it. I don't believe anything. That's my job. Until I gave it to my mom. She was on this thing with tennis balls in the tennis, She was on that thing for 4 years. We gave this water to her in August. In December, I threw a party in Newport on a boat. There was about 300 people there. She was dancing. Unbelievable. It helped my cousin, okay? It helped my cousin with something called peptic ulcer. It helped my family members. That's when hey, it helped my mom. I'm in. You don't have to say anything else. If this was a poker table, here's all my chips. All right? That's not why I got in the business though. I would have bought her the machine. I got in the business because a guy named Bob Gridelli kept coming to my house, showing me the opportunity and the money behind the business. Every day he would come to my place and he would show me what's going on. That, just so you guys know, Bobby was earning just normal earnings, 30, 50. He was working for the government, 30 to 50,000 a year. Did you know in his first 8 months in this business, he multiplied his income, yearly income, by 6 times? Can you imagine that? His first 8 months, multiply your income by 6 times. The ones that are working. I said this in LA and somebody goes, well, 6 times 0 is 0. I felt like hitting him over the head with a water, okay? If you're earning 30,000, just double it. Imagine. That's why I got involved in the business. And I want to show you what's happened to us since, okay? And I'm going to take you through this presentation because it's going to be in 3 parts. I want to show you a little bit about the company and what's behind it, and a little bit about the products they have. 2, I'm going to show you, Bobby is going to come up and show you the demonstration so he can show you, why the water works. And then real quickly, we're going to show you the compensation plan, which is patented across the globe. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. This is how it all began. Let me tell you what happened with me. All right? The company makes a unit that produces this water. Where would you start? I wanted to find out about the water. Who thought up of the water? True story, by the way. In the 50s, they did research all around the globe about all these well waters. By the way, there's 7 of them. Okay? For thousands of years, people been going to these waters. I don't have a clue. I'm not a scientist. They go to, and if you don't believe what I'm saying, go to your computer and Google. Just put 2 words, miracle water, and then put Delhi, India. Search. Or put miracle water, Lourdes, France, and press search. And you'll see people there this week getting the water. Okay? If you're from the Middle East, Google Zamzam water. Just put Z-A-M, Z-A-M. And it'll tell you about these waters that have some kind of voodoo magic. I have no clue. All right? Because I'm not a scientist. Well, when they checked out all the waters, they found it had something called active hydrogen, which today is known as alkaline water, plus it had other properties. That's how it started. Okay, I'm going to fast forward it. 20 years later, a company in Japan got a hold of the technology. Now, this is the company right here, and the only reason I show this is to show you how solid the company is. This is not a company that started yesterday or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. This is a rock-solid company. Just so you guys know, Enagic, they do millions and millions and going to be doing billions of dollars. They have thousands and thousands and thousands of employees. Imagine that. How come you don't know them? How come before here you never heard of Enagic? Because you're over here and they're over there. That's it. Did you know that there's people in Japan that don't know that there's a market called pavilions or Ralph's? If you go to some parts of Japan and you go, hey, do you know Ralph's? They'll go, whatever they talk. I don't talk that. Okay? But they'll go like this. How can you not know Ralph's? Because they're over there and Ralph's is over here. That's why you don't know the name Enagic, but you're going to get to know about them. It's one of the companies that is on a trend, and everybody in the world is going to know about them, but it'll take a while. Okay? They're an OEM, original equipment manufacturer, which means they do everything themselves. They don't sub anything out. They have all the credentials. They're all over the world. Their main factory is in, I believe, Osaka. But the best thing is just do your research about Enagic, okay? They have all kinds of awards. All right, just check it out. You know, I don't know that much about the words, but I do know that one that says ISO. They have the strictest guidelines for if you have that brand on your product, you have one of the highest, they have the strictest guidelines for manufacturing. All right? Now, that one right there is an important one, because before we got that, we did not have, I don't know if you've seen those restaurant bottles. That allowed us to sell to restaurants. It made us NSF approved. I was in the room when they got this. And just so you know, Enagic, no matter what anybody tells you, Enagic is the only ionizer in the world that has that certification right there. Okay? So, by the way, very big. There's their products. Okay? One more time. They don't make water filters. Enagic produces water technology equipment, and those equipments produce different waters that help the body and help with other things. But those are their product. Now, their flagship product is that one right there, the SD501. Okay, now they have another one, which is the SD501, except it's chrome, right? And then they have the Kangen 8. They're all about the same. The only difference is they have two others that are better. They have an S on their chest and they have a cape on. But that's the one. If you ever get a unit, and if you're brand new in the room, you're gonna get a unit. I know you don't know it right now, but you're gonna get it. It's a product that everybody will have. That's what we do. Let me tell you this. 13 years ago, nobody in the United States had a flat screen television. You all had televisions. No one owned a flat screen. Anybody own one today? Of course. Did you know that 8 years ago, everybody was on a flip phone? Everybody. Now, not everybody will go here, but the majority will. It's a trend product, okay? One of the latest trend product is this thing that makes coffee. Keurig. I don't even know how to pronounce it, and I have one, okay? But it's a product that everybody will have. I think you're looking at the next kitchen appliance that everyone will have. I'll bet 45 years. It's the next compactor. It's the next microwave oven. I know some people don't have one, but you are going to get one. If not, somebody in your family or your kids will get one. It's the next movement of that paradigm shift, okay? And when you get one, that's the one you want. You don't have to be looking around. That's the Mercedes-Benz. That's top of the line. That's the best. It's the only unit on the market that doesn't compare themselves to anyone. Can you imagine that one? If you go to the other websites, there's like 30 different competitors, which is good it's good for the economy, all the competitors. But when you go to the competitors, they all say, oh, ours is this, but we're just like that one. Oh, ours is cheaper, but we're just like the SD501. Oh, we have plates, and ours is $2,000 less. We're just like that one. They compare themselves to that one, every unit. When you go to the Enagic website, it says, beware of imposters. Or, get back to origin, Kangen. They don't compare themselves to anyone. They don't have to. It's the Mercedes. All right? Have you ever seen a Mercedes-Benz commercial? Anyone here? Have you ever seen one where they compare their car to any other car? Accelerates like the Hyundai. Ever seen that one? Corners like a Toyota. Ever seen that one? And I have nothing wrong against Toyotas. I drive one. My favorite car is my SUV. Okay? I mean, it's the best. That's the Mercedes. I have a great SUV car, but you can't compare it to my wife's Mercedes. Those are two different things. Or my daughter's GLK Mercedes, or this new jet that I just bought. It's not a jet, it's a car. But what I'm trying to tell you is that's the one you want. Now, let me tell you a little bit about it. It makes 5 types of water. By pressing the buttons, it's going to make different waters. Okay? One of the waters it produces, listen to this one. If you're cleaning, the dirtiest thing on the kitchen is the hood, right? In the kitchen. One of the waters there will out-clean your 409, your Windex, your Comet, your Mr. Clean. You can even throw in Mrs. Clean, okay? It will out-clean all your cleaners in your kitchen combined. Imagine that one. How can, if you go to our kitchen, I don't buy those. Why would I go to the store, drive, pay money for something that's chemical? When I have something at home, it's free, it works 50 times better, and I don't have to go anywhere. Why would I be silly enough to do that? Why isn't everybody doing it? They've never made the discovery. They never saw the film. They were never invited to a seminar. They never read the book. And they'll keep paying for this for a long, long time. Okay? By the way, it makes different waters. This is the only thing I disagree with, is the number 6. When I first started, that said 15 to 20. They wouldn't allow us to give over 20. And now it's 20 to 25, and also they're allowing us to go 25 to 30. Okay? Time out. That's the only thing I disagree with. I think it'll last forever. Let me back that up, why I think it'll last forever. Because I asked some of the people that worked for us before to check out the thing, and they said, we think it'll last forever. And I said, why would you say that? It has no moving parts. It has no moving parts. Nothing. It doesn't, nothing. Nothing. Okay? All it does is you turn it on, it goes through a filtering device, there's no moving parts. But let me tell you something about that unit. It's the first, when you own it for a little while, it's the first thing you hear in the morning, it's the last thing you'll hear at night. It will be the most used appliance in your house besides your cable television, okay? And if you run out of it, you will freak a mundo. But I think you have a kitchen appliance there that you'll probably either be giving to your kids or somebody. I think it's going to outlast you. Now let me show you why the water works and helps. When you turn on the water and you press one of the purple buttons and it starts making Kangen water, the water has 3 properties, okay? Now there's different ways of explaining this. People train about this. I'm going to show you what I know about it, and this is my opinion. There are 3 things. 1, and by the way, you have to have all 3. The antioxidant, the microcluster so that it helps you hydrate better, and the alkaline. You have to have all 3. You cannot take one of them out. That's why they can't bottle it. If somebody ever asks you, how come they don't bottle this? The reason why is because 1 and 2 will start to diminish after a few days. The alkaline stays. That stays for a little while. Okay? But the first 2 are gone, and the alkaline, now you have alkaline water. And the alkaline water is no big deal. I think you can buy alkaline water at Whole Foods or at CVS, am I right? Or at the drugstore. But you're buying alkaline water. That unit produces alkalized water. There's a huge difference. What's the difference, Daniel? It's the difference between frozen fish in a box and fresh fish. Frozen pizza and fresh pizza. Even though I like DiGiorno's, that thing is pretty good. I'm not advertising for them, but that's a good pizza. But I'm just telling you, it's the difference between fresh and something that, here, it's got those 3. Let's study all 3 of them. 1, it's got, when you press that purple button, the water that comes out, it's got the highest antioxidant that we've found, okay? You guys know what oxidation is, right? If you don't know what it is, I'm going to give it to you in plain language. It's what will make you old. That's it. It's what will make you old and give you all the old stuff that comes with oldness. For the women in the room, it's what will give you wrinkles. Okay? Oxidation. Hey, if you don't, go get an avocado, cut it in half, go shopping. When you come back, you'll know what oxidation is, right? Or a pear or an apple. Well, living tissue and oxidation always equals sickness and aging. You want to slow down the aging process? Anyone? Anyone? Slow down the oxidation. You'll slow that down faster than anything you can do. I'm not a scientist, but when the water goes through that unit, on the other side, it has the highest antioxidant, it has anti-inflammatory properties, and it slows down the aging process, something fierce. Take a look at a picture of anyone who's been on the water for 2, 3, 4 years. Take a look at them. The difference between 4 years ago and today. Take a look at anybody. Any of the people. Take a look at Al Dorsey. Take a look at Dr. Lee. Take a look at Bob Gridelli when we first filmed him with Pat Boone. Look at him yesterday and look at them today. Take a look at me. Unbelievable. I started this business, I started drinking that water when I was 57. I was almost 8 years ago. You should see my picture back then and my picture today. Take a look at Mr. Oshiro, the person who founded the company. Some of you see him, right? When you see him beside that other picture, they're both the same age, they're both 74, but Mr. Oshiro looks like he's 50, 55. And I'm telling you, that guy has the most energy, travels all around the world, incredible energy. When I first met him, that was what was freaking me out, was his energy. He just came from Europe. He was traveling all around and then came here without resting. He went to a party, and in the evening, I don't care where he is, he will out-sake you, he will out-karaoke you, and he will out-sushi you. Unbelievable, okay? Now, the second thing it has is the ORP. Oh, by the way, the ORP, on the first, it's got the potential to reduce oxidation. They have a machine. It's called an ORP meter, right here. When you put it in water, it'll show you what the ORP is. If it goes to the plus, it's not good. If it goes to the minus, it's got the potential to reduce oxidation inside of you. If you put it in bottled water like this, it goes to plus 280, right here. If you put it in soda, plus 400. If you put it in vitamin C, it goes to negative 50 antioxidant. It has the potential to reduce oxidation. Green tea, negative 80. Why do you drink green tea? Antioxidant. Blueberries, broccoli. The highest one we have been able to find is something called castor oil. It's got the highest, spoon for spoon, cup for cup, it's got the highest antioxidant that we found. But you can't be drinking a glass of castor oil every day. You're going to be slipping and sliding everywhere. Okay? Look at the Kangen water. It starts at negative 3 something, and I've seen it as high as negative 6, 7, and 800. Unbelievable. See, it has the ability to reduce the oxidation that's going to happen. That's why next time, have you ever made guacamole with your avocado, right? All right? And it turns brown after a few minutes, right? If you don't want it to turn brown, put some vitamin C on it. Next time you make guacamole, do this. Put some lemon juice on it before you put it in the refrigerator. It won't turn brown. Don't look at me that way. I'm telling you the truth. Try it first, okay? It works. I don't know if you've tried that. Put some vitamin C on it. Look at the Kangen water. I mean, it's negative. It helps you out so much. Now, the next thing is the water, and there's different trainings on this. Let me tell you what I know about it, okay? The water is microcluster, they call it. It hydrates you better, okay? The best explanation I can give you is it's like throwing BBs versus baseballs through a chain link fence. The BBs will go through. That's why it hydrates you. Let me tell you what happens when you drink the water. It hydrates your brain from so many seconds to a few minutes. That's why when you drink it fast, some people get a head rush. They think they have a headache. You don't have a headache. It hydrates your brain. It touches all parts of your skin within minutes. Okay? It's all over your body. That's why you can drink the water and then go jogging and not feel a pain. That's why athletes are using it. That's why celebrities are using it. That's why major league teams and NFL teams are trying out the water. I mean, it's awesome. Just go to your iPhone here, Google celebrities on Kangen water. And you'll find out the people that are using the unit right now. So the water has microcluster properties in it. And as you know, you're all water, right? I don't have to go through this. See this? Look at your blood, 90% water. Look at your muscles over there. Look at that. Do you know anybody that has any type of, muscle? It helps you out, okay? Look at the brain. You know anybody that's not that smart? Maybe they're not having enough water, okay? Here. Last, it's got this, alkaline. I've got a guy that I've trained with. He sells tapes on television. His name is Anthony Robbins. If you go to Tony Robbins' website, if you go to some of his trainings, if you've attended them, he talks a lot now about alkaline. And if you go to his website, he has a tape called The Edge, number 4. Let me tell you word for word what he says. Alkaline in your body always promotes health. Do you know that? Alkaline in your body, why? Why is that? People that are alkaline are more healthy. Why? Because not too many human disease can survive in alkaline. They have a problem surviving in alkaline. Acid in your body always promotes sickness. Why? Because 90 to 99% of all human disease come from one root cause. Acid. It's their fuse. The disease can be there. It cannot activate without the acid. It's their home. It's their food. So you want to avoid that side. Okay? You want to go into the alkaline side. Right? All the clues are there, by the way. All the clues are there. Here, let me give you some clues so you know. All right? By the way, when a baby's first born, they're mostly alkaline. Did you guys know that? The mother's amniotic fluid is alkaline. The baby's in there for 9 months. When it comes out, it's alkaline. 0 to 2, 3, 4. When a human being dies, they're acid. Let me repeat this. When you're born, in the purple. When you die, in the orange. That's called a clue. Go that way. Okay? People don't know that. All right? All the clues are there. Anybody have a little child? Okay? When they play and they fall and they cut themselves and they draw blood, they heal very fast. When an old person does the same thing, they heal very slow. Old people never have energy. Acidic people are like that. You can tell an acidic person, they're always saying, I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired, man, I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired. They wake up after 8 hours sleep and go, oh, I'm tired. Old people are always tired. I'm here to give you the facts. Young people, anybody here have any kids 2, 3, 4 years old? They're like ping pong balls. Go outside, stay inside, go upstairs. It's 1 hour past your bedtime. Quit running around the house. Where are you getting all your energy? You're driving me crazy. Would you please just stand still for a minute? Anybody here have kids? They're like ping pong balls. Why? They're alkaline. So you want to move yourself on that side over there. Where do you get alkaline from? Fruits, natural juices, herbs, vegetables. Where do you get acid from? Everything else. 80% or more of the foods we eat are acidic. You can't avoid it. We're not telling you to avoid that. What we're telling you to do are 2 things. Change your water, and if you're paying for bottled water, stop doing that. What are you doing? People are getting it for free. Why are you paying for it? Hello? Okay? So, again, you want to move yourself on that side over there. So if you study the acid part of the body, you're going to find out all kinds of things. Move yourself to the alkaline, and the best way to do it is by drinking this water right here, okay? Those are the 3 properties of the water. Now, this is, his name is Dr. Shinya. He's one of the top medical doctors in the world. If you read his biography, Dr. Shinya, some of his patients are royalty, kings, queens, all of that. United States executives, president. When you read this, why is he so famous? By the way, when I brought him here for a convention, here in the same, over there, jam-packed. Thousands of people, hundreds of doctors to hear his presentation. Why is he so famous? You're looking at the doctor that helped discover a procedure called colonoscopy. That's the guy. And I know most of you know colonoscopy. Some guys don't know it because they're a little bit young, but I tell them, don't worry about it, because someday you're going to meet his invention, all the guys here. You just have to be careful, because someday his invention is going to sneak up behind you. Here's the biggest clue we got. Dr. Shinya, who runs 2 of the largest medical practices in the world, who's done over 350,000 colonoscopies, who's rated #1 in that field, prescribes Kangen water to every patient at his medical facilities. It's part of their treatment regimen. And you should see the results. We're not allowed to show it here, but take a look at some of the results when you have a chance. If somebody has some of the pictures, some people even have the live pictures of what the water does after a while. Unbelievable. It's absolutely incredible. Okay? So, and by the way, all the books say it. Removing acid waste. You're not sick. All disease come from the same place. All the books say it. How come they don't teach it? Because of the second book. It's about the pharmaceutical industry. Very big, by the way. Did you guys know how big the pharmaceutical industry is? They're one of the largest conglomerates in the world. One of the 3. They're the biggest. Wow. They have more lobbyists in Washington than anybody. They pay more in commercials than any other product. You guys know that? More than beer, more than any medication. Okay? That's the book right there. It's called Your Body's Many Cries for Water. All right? And I just want to let you guys know, by the way, when we first were looking at this, I kept looking at this, and that kept saying, Japan. Japanese have been on this water. Over there, almost everybody has an ionizer, and it's like a microwave over there. All the old people are on it. So finally I said, man, you know what? Okay, they've been using this for years. Find out who the longest living people in the world are. You can Google it. United Nations puts it out. World Facts CDI puts it out. You can Google it. Just put longevity world countries. It'll give it to you. Guess who #1 is? Japan. Wow. If you're like me, though, you'll think just like I'm thinking right now, Japan. It's got to be their sushi. Am I right? Their diet, their fish, their this. Take a look at the top 5 countries. It's in a book called The Blue Zone. Guess what they have in common? I think the title tells you. The Blue Zone. Guess where we are? If you're from the United States, we're number 38. Right below Cuba, where they shoot people. How can that be? Anybody heard of Cuba? Hurricanes, disaster, hurricanes, poverty, hurricanes, military, hurricanes, hurricanes. The citizens in Cuba live longer than Americans according to every study. Is that crazy or what? I'm originally from the Philippines. My country ain't on the chart. I remember when this first came out, I'm going, where's the Philippines? We were on the 3rd page. And that'd be cool, but there were only 3 pages. We're number 100. Why? Have you ever eaten Filipino food? It's fatty, it's greasy, it's acidic, and God, is it good. Am I right? We're not telling you to stop doing anything. We're not telling you to stop eating whatever. 2 things. 1, stop paying for bottled water. 2, change your water. It'll change everything for you. Okay? All right. By the way, see the last one? Without water, enough water, your body goes acidic. If you're trying to lose weight, you won't believe what this water does. How many people in the room, honestly, because of the water, you can honestly say that you have lost weight? Raise up, check it out. Now, you'll lose weight if you have to lose weight, okay? You just won't lose weight, because if I do, then I'll disappear, all right? Here, what will happen is if your body's acidic, it goes into fat storing. It's a defense mechanism. You get rid of the acid, and the fat goes away. That's why you're losing weight, okay? All right, at this point, I'd like to introduce someone to you who's going to be doing the product presentation. He is one of the top distributors in Enagic. Remember when I was telling you that this guy was coming to my house, showing me this thing and the business? This is him. His name is Bob Gridelli. He's one of the top distributors. He is one of the nicest guys. Let's help welcome him. Mr. Bob Gridelli.
Look at these 2 faces now, 8 years later. So, welcome everybody from around the world. Some of my friends from Asia here, Indonesia, Malaysia. It's exciting times in Enagic, and I get to do the fun part. It's always hard following Daniel, though. I have to tell you, this is the first time Daniel and I have done a presentation together since 8 years ago when we first got started. We were doing the presentation together in Daniel's home. So we've come a long way, right? So when he happened to mention that about the, looking younger, and so I'll tell you a quick story. I happened to go to my acupuncturist about a month ago, and I come out of the room after, it's a husband and wife, and I come out of the room and I go outside to pay the bill, and she handles all the money. And she goes, "You look so much younger." She goes, "Have you done any work lately?" So, thank God for Kangen water, right? So, I get to show you the fun part. Danny told you most of the things you need to know about the waters. And this is Dasani water. I'm going to pour a couple inch in all of these. Dasani, #1 selling bottled water in America. I don't know about the rest of the world. This is Aquafina, #2 selling bottled water. See, it's so cheap, the labels don't even stay on. You guys, look at that. This is Arrowhead sparkling water. I used to love sparkling water. Anybody like sparkling water? Anybody like me, or like I was? How about Gatorade? Well, this is a sports drink made by Gatorade, Propel. So what you're seeing up here, we'll just take that off. What you're seeing up here is just an assortment of things I used to drink. Here's Sprite. Not my favorite soda. Whose favorite soda is Sprite? No hands? Oh, one hand. There's one honest person in the room. Come on. I'm not picking on Sprite. I'm just using this because I need a clear color to show you one of the unique properties of the water. This is tap water. Your good Anaheim tap water there. And this is Kangen water, made just about an hour ago from my machine up in the room. So the first property of the water I get to show you today, remember Daniel had the slide up there and he was talking about the antioxidant potential of the water, right? And so I have what's called a redox monitor. And this can actually show you, otherwise I wouldn't be able to show you this if I didn't have this meter. It can measure in everything has energy, right? So it can measure in the voltage, the millivolts with this particular meter. A redox monitor, and we can get, I don't know if you remember that chart he had up there, but it went from zero, and then it went into the 100, 2, 3, 4, right? Positive or negative. Well, this reading will tell us whether something's an antioxidant or an oxidant. It's oxidizing to the human body. So, I don't know, can the camera zoom in there? So this is our wonderful Aquafina, right? Dasani, made by Coca-Cola. So what kind of reading are we getting there? Who can read out in the front row for me? Positive 242. So that's oxidizing to the body. How about our, because I'm going to make a mess here. Hang on a second. I think I need an assistant. How about the Aquafina? What kind of reading? 265, so another positive reading, right? How about Arrowhead sparkling water? What kind of reading we getting there? What is it? 29, almost 300, you guys. So that is very oxidizing. I used to drink those waters a lot. How about the sports drinks? Who's drinking sports drinks out there? I haven't had a sport drink in 8 years. What kind of reading are we getting on the sport drink? 4, almost 350. So very oxidizing. Here's the Sprite. So what kind of reading are we getting there? 350. So between 300 and 400. Here's the wonderful tap water from this hotel. What kind of reading? 383, okay, almost going to 400. I won't spend a lot of time with each one of these. And then we ran the water through our machine up in the suite, and watch what's happening. What kind of reading we getting? So, let's see, let's stir that up there. I think, there we go. You guys get that now? What are we getting? A negative 200. I'm going to do something a little different. Let's put in a little more water. I got a better reading up in my room. There we go. Now what are we getting? So almost getting to a negative 400, right? So if I didn't have this redox monitor, water looks like what? It looks the same. You wouldn't know the difference in the water you're drinking like I did my whole life that's oxidizing to the body or speeding up the aging process, or a water that has the potential to reduce the oxidation and slow down the aging process, correct? So which water would you rather put in your body? I could stop right now and there's only one choice, right? But I won't stop. We'll show you the next. Remember Daniel put up there the pH chart, right? So it went from 0 to 14, 7 being neutral. Anything below 7 is acidic. Anything above 7 is on the alkaline side. So I'm just going to put a few pH, food-grade pH drops in here. And we'll see what we get. How about, what's the Dasani water? Good thing I wear a white shirt, right? So it's acidic, right? Remember that chart? It went from like orange, yellow, to green. How about the Aquafina water? You guys see that, the camera? I guess I don't know. Okay, very acidic, right? How about sparkling water? Acidic. How about the Gatorade? Very acidic. How about the Sprite? Guys, I used to drink about a 6-pack of root beer a week. And I read somewhere, I have it on my computer, that if you drink 2 sodas a week, you increase your chance of getting pancreatic cancer by 87% in your lifetime. So where was I headed? In the wrong direction, right? I thank my friend every day for introducing me to Enagic and Kangen water so I could change the course of where my life was going. That's why that slogan, change your water, change your life. So here's the tap water. What's the tap water? So it looks like it's alkaline, right? So don't be deceived by that because it's chemically altered. Everyone knows they put different chemicals in our water, right? From the fluoride they put in the water, from the chlorines they put in the water. Most municipalities use lye. It's a pH of 14, something they use to make soap, actually. And they use that to raise the pH of the public water source. Guess why? So it doesn't rust the city pipes faster, okay? I don't think they care anything about these pipes in here, but the city pipes. And so chemically altered, it may look like it, but you already saw it at a very positive ORP, correct? We can change the pH of the water to anything we want from, like Danny showed, from 2.5 all the way to 11.5 pH, okay? So you guys got that one. Watch what happens when we add a little bit of the Kangen water to neutralize, right? These that went acidic, we can neutralize most of them. Watch what happens there. There's a fight. It's a battle, right? It's back to an acidic state. Watch what happens here. So acidic, we can't even do anything to it. Watch what happens to a soda. Same thing, right? Well, here's tap water, and then we're back to Kangen water. Watch what happens now if I take, so remember that pH scale, right? If you go from that, when you're talking about sodas, range of about 2.5 pH to 3. Most of them I've tested. Watch what happens when we add a little bit of soda back to these. Takes it right back to an acidic state, right? Well, we'll switch over to here. If you're drinking sodas or some of these real acidic beverages, you're drinking something that has the potential to be 10,000 to 50,000 times more acidic than 7 being neutral. So, do we want to get away from this stuff? Yes. Absolutely. Based on what Daniel told you earlier, you want to be on the alkaline side, like eating raw foods from fruits and vegetables, and those are alkalizing to the body, just like he talked about that Tony Robbins talks about, right, in some of his seminars. So, that's the second property. Let me just take some of these down here. I think I have a bucket. So I think I could stop the presentation right now, right? And you guys know which water you need to be putting in the body. Just with those 2 properties of the water, right? So how about the third property of the water? Does anybody think there's a problem with most people in dehydration? Of course there is. So, and Danny showed you up there on that chart, showed you about microclustering, or what some people call structured water. And he talked about the active hydrogen in the water earlier in the presentation when he talked about some of those places around the world. So I'm going to take, they have special equipment, magnetic resonance equipment. They can measure the structure of water. But you want to know what my special equipment is today? Simple green tea. So I'm going to take and use this green tea, and I'm going to show you about the hydration part of Kangen water. So, watch what happens when we take tap water. And what do you have to do to make tea at home? Exactly. You got to heat the water, right? You got to boil the water. Or they sun tea, some people make, got to put out and let it heat up, and it'll draw out of there. So that's the tap water. And let's go ahead, and I'm going to take that same tea bag. You might be able to see a little bit coming out of there. And watch what happens when we go ahead and take and add the Kangen water. You guys see what's happening instantly there? So it's instantly drawing tea out, right? So that's what you're talking about when you saw that slide up there about the structure of the water, the active hydrogen in the water, so it can get into the tea bag much easier, just like it can penetrate and going into your body and into your cells and can, get into your cells easier and draw the toxins that are out of your cells. How about if we go to the #1 selling bottled water in America, and let's see if it can make some tea. So what happened with Dasani water? Nothing really, right? Watch what happens when we go back to the Kangen water. You guys see that? How it instantly drawing tea out much easier than any of the other waters. And I could keep doing this and going over and over and over, and you guys get the idea, right? So that's the hydration aspect of the water, and that's why a lot of professional athletes are now using our technology, and the list is endless right now. Do we have any professional athletes in the room tonight? Show of hands. Let me see. There's one. Oh, yes. Swimmer over there, professional swimmer. Any other professional athletes? Yes. What kind? What did you do? Oh, boxing. Great. Congratulations. We all know what was the big fight that just happened? The Pacquiao-Merriweather fight, right? Who knew that they were both drinking Kangen water? Did everyone know that? If you want a testament, we knew Manny Pacquiao was for a number of years. Talked to Cynthia. But then you can ask my good friend Tony Mack in the back of the room, who showed me, as soon as he got home from Philippines, he sent me a text with 2 checks that had Merriweather's name on both checks. Right, Tony? So guess what? Merriweather probably found out that Manny Pacquiao might have had a competitive edge. So he probably figured he bought 2 platinum machines, figured he didn't want to lose that fight, right? So a lot of professional athletes are starting to use, because what are they really concerned with? Hydration, right? And recovery. And so they're all learning about these unique properties to Kangen water. So that was the third property. So everybody knows what water is good for the human body, right? Yes. Which one do you want to put in your body? If you don't have one of our machines yet, guess when you better get one? As soon as possible. That's like now, exactly. You said it right there. So remember, Danny had some slides up there earlier talking about, food. And so we have many waters that the machine produces, from the strong acidic water, which I have some here. I made some. Let me have a volunteer. Woo! We have a very excited young lady. Give her a hand. So I made some of the strong acidic water a little earlier. Okay. And tell everyone what your name is.
Ashley.
Ashley. And they were just on the conference call last week, weren't they?
Yeah.
Who listened? An incredible story. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And so take a little whiff there.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a good one.
What does it smell like?
Good batch of bleach. No, I'm kidding.
So that's the strong acidic water. What Danny talked about will kill bacteria. And so thank you very much. Just want someone else to verify that. And so see my nice little bottles up here? So guess what you can use? Who would like to become chemical free in their home? Because if you didn't know it already, the chemicals in your home, they're really killing you. I saw not too long ago Fran Dresser, the actress that played, what was that show? Nanny, right? The one with the voice. That voice that kind of like scratching nails on a chalkboard. Anyway, she was on the news not too long ago, she's a cancer survivor, and talking about the air in your home. So it's not just me telling you. The air in your home is the most toxic air that you're breathing, because of all the chemical cleaning products in the cupboards that are leaching out of bottles into the air. And so who would like to have that air in their home, right? None of us, but we didn't know. I didn't know about it. So the first thing I did when I got a machine 8 years ago was, guess what? Go through the whole house and get rid of all the chemical cleaning products, throw them in a box. And now guess what we get to do? We get to make our own cleaning products. This is a spray bottle with 11.5 in it. This is 4.5 pH water is good for the glass, or beauty water, your skin, anywhere from 4 to 6 pH. And then the strong acidic water that will kill bacteria like Daniel talked about. So now you can use those for cleaning your house, you're cleaning your foods. I'm going to show you real quick, because since it's non-toxic, I'll go over here. Since it's non-toxic, I can use them to clean our foods, right? So I personally don't know how anyone lives without our machine ever since we had baby Isabella. And so we use the strong acid water all the time. You'll see me running around here over the weekend with little, 2.5 bottles spraying her hands all the time. And she already knows, Papa, and puts out, because they touch everything, want to put everything in their mouth, right? And so it's funny, but we can use those waters for just about everything, cleaning, cooking. There's so many different uses of water. I'm going to show you real quick. I just bought these cherub tomatoes at a local grocery store. Now, I'm Italian. I used to hate tomatoes. Get that, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I love, pasta sauce, pizza sauce. But these little tomatoes, I hated. I wouldn't eat them. The only time, and my sister's in the room, my sister and brother from Oregon, the only time I liked tomatoes was when my sister picked them out of her garden. So that really tastes like a tomato. But when I tried tomatoes in the store, it was like, yuck. So I want you guys to think about this. This is tap water. How do you clean your tomatoes at home? Who can tell me? Tap water, right? And most restaurants, how do they clean their produce? Exactly. So I'm going to take some of the 11.5 water, and we're going to soak those there. We'll call those the Kangen tomatoes. And these are the normal tomatoes, how you clean them and eat them at home. And we're going to let those sit for a second. And I think I have some sesame oil up here somewhere. I'm going to take some sesame oil while those are just soaking a minute, just to kind of show you what's going on with the water and why you can use it. Some people have a hard time believing that you can use water as a degreaser, right? I bet when you tell people that, they look at you like you're nuts. And so this is kind of just a way to just show you a visual. What happens when you mix water and oil? Separates, right? As you'll see right there. So water and oil separating, breaking apart. And then watch what happens when we take the high pH water, strong Kangen water, mix it to that same oil. What did it just do? Is that a wow or what, you guys? I had a scientist in the front row once, and you should have seen his eyes pop out. He could not believe what he saw there and what had happened. So that's just to give you a visual of what's going on with the water. Now I'm going to go ahead and take these. Now I want you guys to think about this. If I have time, I'm going to grab a couple volunteers to come up here. If I don't, then you guys will just see this as a visual. So this is how you clean your tomatoes at home. The camera can zoom in there. And this is how we clean our tomatoes at home. So you thought you cleaned your foods, right? But you're not really cleaning your foods. And so I'm going to show you one other thing. So I probably won't do the volunteer thing right now, just for time's sake. I got some people who want to volunteer. Where's Daniel? Do I have a couple minutes? I do? A couple volunteers? Okay. Give me, how about 5 volunteers real quick that have never tried this before? 5, come up on stage. Come on. Wait, come on. You tried it before? Okay, someone who hasn't tried it before. 5, up here, quick. You guys give them a hand.
You got 5.
5. Thank you. Okay, so is anybody like me that didn't like tomatoes?
I love tomatoes.
You don't like tomatoes? Oh, he's a good one. Oh, good. Now this is what you call a serious person, right? 9.5 hair. Don't eat it yet. Wait, just hold it. Don't eat it yet. I don't want you to bite it. I don't want you to get tomato on your blouse and then send me the cleaning bill. So I want everyone, let me get out of the way. I do this, we used to pass these out in the audience, but I was the only one up here laughing. So now I bring people up on stage so you guys get to see the results at the same time I do. Okay? So I want everyone to eat the tomato. I want you to think about taste, think about texture. Is that a good tomato?
Very good.
Wait a minute, you don't like tomatoes. How's that taste?
Tastes damn good. Sure.
Not bad. He was like me, didn't like tomatoes. How'd it taste? Okay. Okay. She didn't like it. Not too bad. Okay. So that was the one where we cleaned off all the garbage that could have been the herbicides and pesticides that they put on all of the foods when they spray, right? So this is, as you can see, when you guys clean them at home, you're not getting off all the garbage that's on the tomatoes, the herbicides, pesticides. Oh, she goes for the really tiny tomato. So I want you to think about taste, think about texture. Go ahead, eat the tomato.
Let me spit this from the top.
Wait. Who needs a cup? You guys see, this wasn't planned. They had no idea I was calling them up on stage. Wait. Don't go anywhere. I hate to leave you with that taste in your mouth, so
Please, thank you.
go ahead and give you a couple tomatoes. Here, have as many as you like. You guys give them a hand. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Was that funny or what? Now you guys know why I do that. I let the audience participate so you can actually see. I mean, I had no idea who's coming up here today. You know, that could have worked either way for me. And I was hoping it went my way, and it certainly did, like it does all the other times. Do I have like 2 more minutes? Okay, good. I'm going to show you. Since everyone sees that you're not cleaning your foods at home, right? So, like we are, and so that affects the taste of your foods, as you could see by the visual with those people here today. But that on all your different foods, you're not cleaning what's on them, and then you're going to go ahead and serve that to your family, and now you got a toxic whatever. But I'm going to show you another thing is tap water. Okay. One last thing before I wrap up here. And so let's see, unless they have some type of filter, I'll let you know if this will work for us. I'm going to do a little chlorine test. And good, it's going to work. It's turning yellow right away. So you guys see, that's not the same yellow that's there in the tomatoes. That's chlorine. So I'm going to show you this for a dual purpose. Let's take all that out of there. And because you're cleaning your foods in chlorinated water. So we cut up an onion back here. Watch what happens. I'm just going to add that onion there. And within seconds, what is it starting to do? So where'd the chlorine go? See that? It's clear. No more chlorine within seconds. Watch what happens when we test for chlorine again. You guys get the idea? Chlorine in seconds went into the onion, the lettuce, whatever you're washing it with. So now you saw what, number one, you didn't clean this off, right? And then what did you do after that? You went and added the chlorine to your produce, so now you really have a chemical cocktail, and you're serving that to your family, your children, you know. So we need to change some things, and that's the purpose of this demonstration, to educate everybody out there that there's a new way that you can change your water and change your life. So I want to thank everyone for letting me share. And I get to bring my good friend, Daniel Demacale, back to the stage.
Okay, let's give Bob Gridelli one more round of applause. And by the way, at this point, I'm going to show you how we earn money in the business. But before I do that, let me just back up here. And because I asked somebody back, does anybody here have some beauty water? Who's carrying it? Can I have one? Is it fresh? Okay. Okay. I know Bobby has it in a big, in this one right here. Wow, you have a big bottle. I have like 3 or 4 of them in my car, always. So I just wanted, because it's so nice. Right? That's one of the best things that machine does, is that beauty water that Bobby was saying. And I've been using it, like I said, you know. I think if that unit only made that water, people would probably buy it. A lot of the women would buy it because it saves you so much money on facial toner. And you should see what it does, right? And you know what? Even if it doesn't do anything for you, it makes you feel better, right? Because some of you have been spraying, and let me tell you, there's no change, okay? So, now, I want to show you this part. I put this up here 8 years ago. That's when this presentation, there used to be a different presentation. I want to show you the money side. And if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business person, take a look at this. I absolutely believe it's one of the best that I've ever seen in my lifetime. The Enagic business, you have to remember, it's a real business for real business people. Don't treat this some kind of a rinky-dink thing that you do at home that you've done before. This has the power. It's like buying a McDonald's franchise. It has the power to give you that kind of money. So if you're interested in a business, pay attention to this, okay? First of all, it's a proven product, and the best thing about it is it's not your traditional MLM, multi-level. It's a real direct sales program, a true direct sales program. In other words, it's not one of those. It doesn't have any exponential growth on it at all. Take a look at the business model of Enagic, and take a look at every other marketing plan out there. The business plan of Enagic is direct sales. There's no exponential growth. So if you're a business person, you're not looking at your traditional, and there's a lot of good ones out there, the multi-level, but you're not looking at one of your traditional MLM marketing plans. The marketing plan is so unique, it's been patented globally. There's no other company that has this marketing plan, okay? Now, also, there's no gimmicks. There's no sign-up fee. There's no left side, right side. There's no stuff to put inside your garage and all that. You guys know what I'm talking about, all right? It's a real business, and the best part about it is it pays daily. Anybody like the idea of getting paid daily? Oh, Enagic pays daily, every day. You have the opportunity to go to your mailbox and get paid every day. I mean, that's unbelievable. Let me show you the marketing plan, and I'm going to put it on the SD501. They have an 8-point commission system. They call it an 8-point. Each point is $285, okay? Now, they give 8 of those 285s away, and they get from the price of the SD501. Now, some people will say, well, that's how come it costs so much money. No, 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 no. Every product on the market has a price, right? Example. Here's one that they make for less than a penny. And they sell it for $1. I don't see the Dasani here, but they make it for less than a penny, and they sell it for $1. Why is that? Because they have to be able to take it to the marketplace. You won't believe how much this costs to make. You won't believe it. Right here. You won't believe how much it costs to make. And then when you buy it here, it's 10 times more. Why is that? Because they have to be able to pay and get it to the marketplace. Instead of giving all that marketing money to Tiger Woods or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James or some Super Bowl commercial, they took all of the marketing, which normally goes to all the middle people, to the retail stores, to the advertising, and they gave it to the distributors. That's why you're making money, okay? All right. Here's the way the marketing plan goes. To become a distributor, you have to get a unit. All right? Once you get a unit, you're now an international distributor for a major company. What does that mean? You can do business anywhere around the world without any type of overhead. You can do business anywhere and earn money. It's not like owning a restaurant. If you own a Subway or a Burger King, or if you own a donut shop in Los Angeles, your donut shop in LA cannot make money in Florida. Your donut shop in LA cannot make money in Canada. In this business, you can make money everywhere that you get a distributor, and it will allow you to have the potential of getting overrides, okay? Now, when you get your first sale, you make 1 point. That's what 1A means, 1 point agent. You make $285, okay? That's called the commission. That's the first income. However, if that person that you sold the machine to decides to become a distributor, all of a sudden, you've now opened up what I call sort of like a franchise lane. What does that mean? That means you up there will get paid $285 override for every sale in that line, as long as the points are available. They give away 8 points. So let's say you brought in Bob, and Bob sold 10 machines. You'll get paid $285 10 times. That is strong. On your first 2 sales, you're a 1 point agent. When you make your third sale, you get a promotion. You get double the income and double the overrides every time you open up a franchise now. Let's say you brought in Mary. Mary sells 10 of them. You make $570 10 times. Let's say Mary brought it and shared the water or shared the opportunity with Jim. And Jim sells 10 of them or 5 of them. You make $570 5 times, even though you're not there. And you can open up as many lanes as you want. Once you get 10 sales, you now hit 3 point agent. That's a 3A, okay? You're now getting 3 times the $285, which is $855. This starts getting serious. $855, how many bills can that pay all of a sudden? Okay? The money in the business is the commissions and the overrides. You know, it's the linear income and leveraged income. You make linear income by working, selling. You make leveraged income by doing nothing. And you'll make just as much because you've recruited, for example, a potential distributor who might do something. All right? Once you get 20 sales in your group, and it's a combination, you don't have to sell 20. Let's say you sold 3, but there's 17 sales below that 3. That's 20. When you open up a new lane, when you sell a new one, you now make $1,140. Wow, $1,140. Did you know that there's people who will work an entire week for that? And here you can get it by giving somebody the water they decide to buy, you make $11.40. And then if they sell it to 3 people, you make $11.40 3 times, even though you weren't there. That's the way to make money, okay? That's called the 4A. Now, you see in the bottom, it says it becomes less because the point becomes less. But let me ask you something. How many people in this room are a 4-point agent? Can you stand up? Do me a favor. Please stand up if you're a 4A. Stand up. Wow. I applaud you. Have a seat. Unbelievable. Okay? Did you see that? The program works. Now, once you got 20, all you need is 30 more to get to the next one. And you don't have to sell any of the 30. Let's say you did nothing and 30 sold below you. Now you've got 50 sales. When you make your next sale, you get promoted again, and you now get 5 of those 285s, which is 1,425. Wow. Is that unbelievable? This is what happened with me. When I became 5A, I started giving the water to a friend of mine, Jerry Kostica. He didn't buy the unit for 7 months. I was giving him, I think he was throwing the water away. Then one day he said, hey, how do I get one of these? And when I asked him, why did you buy it? He said, my wife told me to. Okay? Jerry was a 5A sale to me. I made 14 and a quarter. Isn't that good already? Think about how long you have to work for 1,400. That's good income. That's not the money. Jerry decided to do the business. When he sold his first sale, he made 285 because that's his 1-point sale. I made 14 and a quarter. When he sold his second sale, he made 285. I made 14 and a quarter. When he sold his third sale, he got excited. He now makes 570. I make 14 and a quarter. Below his first sale, he signed up an attorney from HBO called Neil. Neil was excited. When Neil sold one, he made 285. Jerry made 285. I made 14 and a quarter. Just so you know, he has several thousand sales underneath him now. Not 1, not 7, not 10, not 100, several thousand. What if you sponsor yourself one of these people who just explode out of the gate? You see, and there's going to be people coming in. You just have to look for them. Here, question for the distributors. Don't you think that somebody is going to sign up somebody sometime this week who will become a 6A someday? Of course. That's 100 checks. That's 100 checks. Go find them. Okay? Any 5-point agents in the room? This is serious territory. Please stand up. 5-point. And if you're on the wall, raise up your hand. Take a look at that. Wow. Congratulations. And I know those 5-point agents, man, they can't wait to go to 6A. All right? I mean, they're dreaming about it. It wakes them up in the middle of the night. Oh, 6A. You know? Okay? So again, once you become a 5-point agent, you make 14 and a quarter a sale. All right? Once you get 100 in your team, 100, you now are in the highest pay point of the company, of the compensation plan. You're a 6-point agent. You make $1,710. And if you sell a Kangen 8, you make over $2,000, $2,500. I mean, it's crazy. The money is incredible, and it's all because people are happy. You know, I've been in this program, I don't know how long now. I've seen how many returns. I'll say what, 5? I'm saying 5 because I've never seen any. 3 in my whole 8 years? That's how good the product is. It's unbelievable. So 6-point agent, you now make $1,710, and you now start to get bonuses. They're going to be explaining that in a marketing plan course, but how many people in the room are 6-point agents? Can you please stand up? Is that crazy or what? That's telling you the program works, okay? When you get up to 6A, by the way, I mean, you can earn anywhere from, the 30 to 50 to 70,000, all the way from when you start to 6-point agent. But when you hit 6A, that's when you really start to make money. Anybody here, 6-point, how many people here are 6A 2 or higher? Just raise up your hand. 2 or higher. How many people here are 6A 2-3? Anybody in the room that are 6A 2-3? When you become a 6A, every time you open up a lane, you never go backwards. Once you're a 5A, you remain a 5A. You never go backwards. You can only go up. And that's what I saw in this thing. And I've been successful for 40 years in Newport Beach. But this thing was unbelievable, and I could not believe that the company gave all of these things. That's why it took us 7 months to get involved. So if you're watching this, and you're skeptical about it, that's okay. But don't forget, check it out. Successful people check things out, okay? Now, here's what we do. We share water, we share information, we share the business, we bring them to a live demonstration, we follow up, and most of all, we're having a lot of fun. The business is a lot of fun. Also, for entrepreneurs, there's a list that you have to check. Don't just get in a business because the product is good or because this or that. You need to check several things and get at least a yellow light on it. A red is not good. This is the only one we've checked where all the lights are green, especially the top one, which is important because it's got to be simple and duplicatable in an override system so you can make money because all your people can do what you can do. And in this business, everybody can share the business, everybody can share the water, okay? To complete this, it's a great company. You have leaders that will work with you. Just so you know, if you're brand new, the person who invited you to see this will work 10 times harder than you will to make you a check than you will to make you a check. They will work 10 times harder to make you 10 checks than you will to make you 10 checks. Why? Take a look at the marketing plan and the override system. It's absolutely spectacular, okay? So basically, this is a company that started out in Japan, already successful. With or without us, the company's it's already successful, okay? They came into the U.S. market in 2003 and started building their base. It took them 8 years just to get an internet presence. You can become a distributor anywhere where they operate. And not only would you have a national business, but an international business. You can do business anywhere around the world, and you will get paid on sales even if you don't want to go to that country. I make money in Italy, Philippines. I make money in the Middle East. I make money in South America, Canada, Mexico. And as most of you know, I stay home most of the time, okay? That's the way to make money, all right? So you have a fully international business. So basically, if you're looking at this, the project is absolutely awesome. The product, check it out, it's spectacular. The potential is massive. And the timing is absolutely right now. And that's the way it is when there's money involved. when there's something that makes you feel good involved, and people gather like this when it's real, okay? I do want to make one final announcement, and then we'll close it out, okay? Make sure you get there early tomorrow, by the way. I'm just going to let you know, it is absolutely an awesome training day tomorrow. And it's going to be in a room which is 8 times bigger than this, isn't it? It's big. It's as big as a football field. And it's going to be packed, okay? I'd like to make a very, very, probably the most important announcement tonight, okay? All of you are saying, Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. I want you to know that I would not be doing this business if it wasn't for my wife. I'm just letting you guys know that. And make sure that if you have a partner, make sure you're, because this business sometimes you're delivering water, sometimes you have to deliver water at 11 o'clock at night, right? I do, right? And she goes, yeah, okay, deliver water, okay? But I want you to introduce you to my wife. You need to get to know her, because if you don't know her, you'll never get to know me. Denise, can you come on up, hon? This is my wife, Denise Demacale. We're celebrating 40 years together today. I mean, this year.
October.
I know I'm aging us, but 40 years. So I've been very, very fortunate for 40 years. Get to know her, because I'm not supposed to, when they scheduled this convention, they scheduled it on her birthday. And normally we're not here, okay? So I just want you to know, get to know her. When you come up to her, say happy birthday. And also, by the way, no.
I'm gonna kill you. Oh my God.
Okay. When I got started in this business, and when I do my presentations, as you know, get to know her, okay? And she looks good too, right? That's why I married her. Okay, when I got started in this business and when I do my business presentations, I always talk about, I brought my daughter in this business. And many of you know she earned 6-figure incomes ever since she graduated from USC back when she was 22. Imagine earning that kind of income. I'm so happy with this business. And also, my daughter is in a meeting for the first time tonight, so I don't want to point her out, but she is right there. Oh, and all the hair goes over there. Nikki, can you stand up for me? She's going like this. She doesn't want to stand up. That's my daughter right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4th row, first girl. Red hair. Okay? So, and she rarely goes to meetings, but she wanted to go to this one. So I want to thank all of you for always being so nice to me, by the way. You guys always make me feel good. Even the people that don't like me are nice to me. So anyway, enjoy the evening. For the new people who are looking at this, you're looking at something that will not come around twice. Keep checking it out. And if you're buying bottled water, stop it already, okay? All the new people, what's going to happen is you're going to go into a liquor store, you're going to open up the door to get bottled water, and you're going to see me. I'm going to go, aha! So stop buying water, change your life, and welcome to the wonderful world of Enagic. Thank you and good night.
Eli and Jelena, 6A10-5, excited to be here. We've been here since 2006 and it has truly changed our lives, and I know it is absolutely going to change each and every one of your lives. Some of the tips that we could give you is, wow, so many, but you know what? What is your purpose in life? Why are you watching this DVD? Why are you drinking Kangen water right now that I'm sure someone had shared with you? What is it that you really want? What are your goals? What is your purpose? I can tell you this for sure. Whatever they are, you can absolutely achieve them here with Enagic. If you follow your heart first, know this company, know your product, know your founder, Mr. Oshiro. When you know that, you have everything. People always say, Jelena, Eli, all the different leaders, what are the secrets of success? Well, you know what? I have a secret to tell you. There are no secrets, but there is one. It is you. When you look in that mirror every day, you have the power to change everything in your life. Believe me, you do. Stay committed, stay focused, believe in this product, share the Ukon, share the Kangen water, learn from the people that you surround yourself with, and the rest is history. So congratulations and welcome to the Enagic family. And whatever we can do for you, we are absolutely here, committed to your success and here to serve you. Thank you.
You know, you really kind of nailed it. It really is. It's at the end of the day, if someone went up to you and said, are you truly fulfilled with your life? I wonder what you might say about that. And the best advice that I can tell you after you answer that is keep working on you. You know, we're a cause-driven company, and if you really look at who we are, Mr. Oshiro has already given us a cause, and that's social well-being. The biggest problem on the planet is poverty. And our company is the company that we believe is most poised to help that, and that's because of our product, our philosophy of sharing the water, of sharing true love around the globe, and caring about the next guy. If a man can conceive it, a man can achieve it. What are your tools to do that? The tools are everywhere. You can get on YouTube and listen to all the different training you want. But if you get involved with us, we'll train you, we'll support you, we'll love on you. Just get behind our cause to make it a better planet and create world change. Because that's really, at the end of the day, what's most important. Thanks so much, you guys. We think you're amazing. And Enagic is the road and the vehicle that you'll have to take you to where you want to go. We promise you that. Don't we, Jelena?
Absolutely.
Changed our life, hasn't it?
Change your water, change your life.
Absolutely.
And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, make sure after you watch this DVD that you thank the person that shared the DVD with you, and you get back to them immediately and purchase your SD501, your Kangen, your Ukon, your Anespa, whatever it may be. And as Eli said, let's start changing your life. Thank you both. Thank you all very much.
Keep working on you guys. Talk to you soon.
My name is Ryan Murphy. I'm from Lomita, California, right next to the Torrance office. Kangen water has changed my life because, you know, I got involved 3 years ago. I was a high school student before this. I had no work experience, and it's allowed me to, one, not have to go to college, not have to have a job per se, and to earn, you know, a phenomenal income, more than 99% of the people, you know, in my age. And it's really been a blessing for me and my family.
My name is Colton Achave. I'm from Ladera Ranch, California. The successful tools that I used to become a successful distributor was by plugging into the system. You know, I was attending events my first year. I wasn't able to be successful. I was doing all the things I could, but you know, it's like I would say an avalanche. You know, once you kind of have one little snowball come, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. My second year, I was able to earn an income that surpassed any of my family members. It was unreal. I was able to do this full time, pay off my school loans, get a new car, and it's completely changed my health, my family's health, and also my personal finances, which has made me have the best peace of mind I could ever think of.
My name is Michael Maxwell. I'm from Los Angeles, California. For all my life, I've been involved with water purification. I was Culligan Man, Sparklets, Arrowhead, filters, filtration. I sold the wrong thing to the right people. And since I've been in this company, my life has changed in every way, shape, and form. Physically, financially, and most of all, peace of mind. And the greatest thing is helping others, paying it forward, and transforming people's lives. Get in and try the water. It will change your life.
I'm from France, of course it's obvious, and I've been involved for 6 years, brought by Tony Mac, and since it was an adventure, roller coaster, but we progress quite fast, and I would like to be a good example for people, never giving up, even sometimes it's tough, but the success is always at the top, and I'm very pleased to work as a team with all the leaders, and I hope to do that for a long time.
Hi, my name is Maria Datan,
Hi, my name is Ray Datan.
and we're 6A3-3. We are from the USA distributor, Enagic Distributors, and Enagic has really helped us a lot, really changed our lives in terms of health, in terms of finances, in terms of peace of mind. You know, the three philosophies of Enagic: physical health, mental health, and financial health. That really changed. Enagic really changes in all those our lives, in all those aspects.
My name is Lionel Henderson. I'm from San Pedro, California. I'm currently a 4A. I think I made my first sale a little less than a year ago on accident. But my tools for success for my team is really just getting involved, kind of helping them along the process, really being a leader, kind of showing them the ropes through my example.
My name is Ryan McLaughlin. I'm originally from North Carolina, live here in LA now. And the success I've seen is just by helping people. And it's helped me change my life at a very young age, and it's helped me create new relationships and new friends and new business partners, and just it's taken my life to the next level.
My name is Jennifer Sparks, born and raised in Fresno, California. We currently live in Redondo Beach, so we're local, which is great. But for us, I think success is having compassion for others and being able to share something that has really made an impression in our lives, our families' lives, and sharing that with other people. That's where the success comes.
My name is Larry Thornhill. I'm from El Dorado Hills, California. The successful tools that I learned was being able to use my upline to my advantage, use the mentors that had the knowledge and the ability to build the business, and then they shared that information with me, and then I began to develop on building blocks, principles of success.
My name is Tanasa Miller. I am from Northern California, Oakland area. I became a successful distributor by sharing the water and the benefits of Enagic and how changing your water actually do change your life.
My name is Mary Jane Cruz, and I'm from South Orange County, and I'm in the medical field. I become successful in this business because not only helping family to improve their health and also improve their financial wealth.
Hello, my name is Dr. Lucas. I'm from Los Angeles, California, or Long Beach, California. Kangen Water has changed my life. It's put me in a place where I can live my dreams and do everything that I want to do. And not only that, I can help other people. Normally, when people are wealthy or if they have something, they can't help others. In this business, it doesn't take a degree, it doesn't take a lot of education, it takes nothing but work and desire. And with that, you can help a whole lot of people. So I can help people. I've been able to travel out around the world and live my dreams and help other people live theirs. That's what Kangen Water's done for me.
Hi, my name is Ricky Pampo from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. As a sports trainer and as well as a nutritionist, Kangen Water has really become an extra tool, an amazing tool in my practice as a business as well as for my clients. It's added great value to their health and something that you can't really pay for.
Hi, my name is Catherine Rose. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm a 6A2 with Enagic. Ever since I laid eyes on this company, it was love at first sight. I've been involved with a number of really worthwhile projects, but this is the most exciting thing that I have ever been involved with. We transform lives around the world. We just love what we do, and basically just go forward in the world with what our President, Mr. Oshiro, advises us to do, and that is to share love and compassion one family at a time for true health, true wealth, and true peace of mind. I just love this company and everything that I am able to do for myself, my family, and all of my team, and it's just a great, great business to be involved with. Thank you so much.
My name is Marilee Leslie, and I am from Salt Lake City, Utah. And Kangen water has completely changed my entire life. So I would like to thank Enagic from the bottom of my heart.
Hi, so my name is John Mai. I'm from California and speak Vietnamese as my language. So it's the Kangen water is affected my benefit my family, my mom, and always my kids too. So that's why I'm involved in the business. So I would like to say all Vietnamese people, Vietnamese community to come out to try this water and big opportunity to us.
My name is Monique Washington. I'm from California. I'm excited to be here. The water has been a blessing to me and so many others. I love Enagic because it's not only the blessing doesn't stop with you when you drink the water, you feel it right away, and then you're inspired to share the news and pass it on. So for me, it's not only been a blessing for me, but for my family and friends. It's been a month and a half for me. I'm part of this business, and I'll tell you, you change your water, you do change your life.
Hi, my name is Gina Rhoda. I'm from Tucson, Arizona. I live in Los Angeles. I'm a 6A. I came out of a wheelchair drinking the water. Let 60 people come and share the water, and 59 people purchased the machine within 90 days.
My name is Taylor Feldman, and I'm from Costa Mesa, but I live in LA now. And my experience, well, when I was listening in there, I was literally crying because of the impact that this can make on the world, and that I have access to it, that I have it in my home. I've only been drinking it and aware of it for a few months, but I flew in from Germany actually, and then I got my machine 2 days later, and I was super jet lagged, hadn't slept in 2 days, and that was my first experience with drinking the water, and I slept like a baby the first night after drinking it.
My name is Michael. This is my wife, Gaylyn.
Yes.
And we've been in the business about 8 years, and the interesting thing is we came from a real estate background, making a lot of money, and then when the real estate market crashed, we got a call from Danny Demacale, and he showed us this business, and like everything else, we thought this would be get in, make it easy, make it happen, but we had to start like everybody else. We had to learn from the beginning, but we've worked our way from no sales. It took us actually 7 months. We sold one machine every month for 7 months, and those 7 people took us to 6A. And now we're 6A6. It's growing. We have people all over the place growing. But my wife, she does all the hard stuff. I just like to say she's a smart one, I'm the cute one, and so we get
But
to...
it's a fun business. We share the water and see how it changes people's lives, and it's just so rewarding.